History is not just a story of dates and battles, it's a story of people who reshaped the world. Alexander of Macedon, taught by Aristotle and inspired by legend, became king at 20. He set his sights on the mighty Persian Empire and shattered it. In Egypt, he was crowned pharaoh, declared the son of Amun-Ra. Alexander ruled a vast, diverse empire, founding cities and spreading Greek culture. By 30, he ruled from Greece to India, becoming a legend, almost a god, and the world would never be the same. The year is 323 BC. Alexander the Great stands at the height of his power in Babylon. His empire stretches from Greece to India, uniting cultures and ideas. Alexander's vision was unity, melding East and West. But after a banquet, he fell ill and died. His empire fractured, carved by his generals into rival kingdoms. The world was left to wonder, what if Alexander had lived? His dream changed history, but true unity slipped away. Imagine if Alexander's fever had broken. He rises, weakened but alive, with decades ahead of him. His grand projects resume. The Arabian expedition launches, new ports and trade routes connect India to the Mediterranean. Wealth floods the empire, funding cities, libraries, and armies. Alexander's dream of a connected world becomes reality. With Arabia secured, his gaze turns outward, west to Carthage and Rome, east to India and beyond. Carthage controls the western trade, Rome is rising in Italy. Both would be rivals, not partners. To the east, the Nanda Empire and rumors of China beckon. Would Alexander march west to challenge Rome and Carthage, or east to conquer India and seek the edge of the world? His ambition might drive him to attempt both, delegating one campaign to a trusted general, leading the other himself. The choice between west and east would define the next chapter of his reign. Each path promised monumental challenges and rewards. Alexander's character suggests he would not be content with half measures. He would seek to surpass all heroes, conquer all horizons. The world stood on the brink of a new age, one shaped by the choices of a single man. In this alternate history, Alexander's unfinished dream becomes a living reality. The world's fate hangs on his next move. Picture Alexander's army landing in Italy, battle-hardened, led by the greatest general of the age. The Romans, fierce and determined, face a force unlike any they've seen. The clash between Macedonian phalanx and Roman maniple would be epic. Alexander's tactical genius would likely win him early victories, perhaps even a march on Rome itself. But the Romans' stubborn resistance would make conquest slow and brutal. Meanwhile, Alexander's new fleet would challenge Carthage, the naval power of the West. Battles would rage across the Mediterranean, from Sicily to Spain. The fall of Carthage would give Alexander control of the sea and immense resources. Rome and Carthage subdued. The Mediterranean becomes a Greek lake. Alexander would likely integrate Roman and Carthaginian elites into his administration, blending cultures rather than destroying them. Rome would survive, transformed into a provincial capital, absorbing Greek influence while retaining its identity. The West, like the East, would be reshaped by Alexander's vision. His empire would now stretch from Spain to India, a true superpower. While the West is secured, Alexander's heart pulls him east. The unfinished business in India calls. He had turned back at the Hiphasis, but now returns with a diverse imperial army. This force, blending Greeks, Persians, Egyptians, and even Romans, would face the mighty Nanda Empire. The battles would dwarf even Gaugamela, hundreds of thousands, thousands of elephants clashing on the Ganges plain. Victory would bring northern India under his rule, sparking a profound cultural exchange. Greek art and philosophy would flow east, Indian science, religion, and ideas would move west. Buddhism might reach the Mediterranean centuries early, blending with Greek thought. The world would become intellectually and spiritually interconnected as never before. Beyond India, the lure of China, land of innovation and conflict, might tempt Alexander further. The prospect of Greco-Persian and Chinese civilizations meeting is staggering. With Alexander, even the fantastical seems possible. By 60, Alexander's empire would be a global superpower, stretching from Spain to India. Governing such a vast realm would require a sophisticated bureaucracy, provinces ruled by a diverse elite loyal to the empire. Trade and communication would flourish. Roads, a single currency, and safe passage from Rome to Babylon. Innovation would accelerate. Scholars and merchants moving freely, ideas spreading rapidly. The Pax Alexandrina would bring stability, redirecting resources from war to public works and science. The scientific revolution might arrive centuries early, with minds like Eratosthenes and Archimedes collaborating across cultures. The world would be transformed by this interconnectedness. Instead of constant warfare, the empire's resources would build aqueducts, libraries, and universities. The map of civilization would be redrawn, one world united by Alexander's vision. The consequences for humanity would be profound, the pace of progress breathtaking. Alexander's greatest legacy would be cultural, a fusion of Greek and Eastern worlds. Koine Greek becomes the universal language, enriched by Persian, Egyptian, and Sanskrit. Architecture, art, and religion blend styles and beliefs. Temples with Greek columns, Indian gods in Greek form, hybrid deities like Zeus Ammon. Syncretism becomes policy, fostering tolerance and reshaping religious landscapes. Education flourishes. Plato and Aristotle studied alongside Zoroaster, Buddha, and Chinese philosophers. Intellectual cross-pollination sparks a renaissance of diversity and innovation. The East-West divide dissolves. A single global tradition emerges. Daily life is transformed. Foods, ideas, and gods cross borders. People see themselves as citizens of a world empire, not just local tribes. Tribalism gives way to a broader cosmopolitan identity. The world becomes more inclusive, united by shared culture and knowledge. What happens after Alexander's peaceful death at 60? With decades to mature, the empire's institutions are strong, its administrators trained, its unity deep. Alexander grooms heirs, ensuring a smooth succession, perhaps even co-rulers for East and West. His dynasty could last centuries, but even if it falls, the world it created endures. Like Rome's legacy, Alexander's would be global. Trade, language, culture, and science woven together. The idea of a united world becomes the norm, not a dream. History shifts from clashing civilizations to internal politics within a single global order. Challenges remain, internal strife, new threats from beyond, but the empire's scale makes it resilient. The Middle Ages as we know them might never happen. Humanity's path is forever changed. Alexander's story shows how one life can reshape history. His conquest redrew the map. His vision planted seeds for centuries. His early death was a turning point. Our world is shaped by that moment. Imagine if he had lived, a world less divided, more connected, with accelerated progress. Not a utopia, but a world united in ways ours never was. This thought experiment reveals history's fragility, how chance and individuals shape our fate. A single fever in Babylon set our course. Had it broken, everything might be different. Alexander's unfinished dream reminds us, history is written by individuals, full of twists and turns. The map of humanity is never finished, always redrawn by the choices of the few. One life truly can change the world.